I promised you guys a tips video, so here we go. We're gonna be talking about climbing in season 7. I haven't made a video talking about the tips and tricks in climbing and what my best advice would be in a while, so let's go ahead and dive in. So the first thing you need to be doing in order to climb is to stop acting like you're playing competitive. When playing competitive, don't act like you're playing competitive, and I don't mean that in the sense as in, okay, now it's okay to throw, act like this is quick play. I mean that as in you need to stop putting so much pressure on yourself. Some people really start to clam up in competitive and they just feel very tense. You can't be like that. Overwatch is like 80% mind games and 20% mechanics. So yeah, we don't have any time for you to be feeling pressured and playing a little bit differently than normal. So just make sure you're not taking it too hard if a game does end up losing. Because I've seen people like XQC, who's one of the best players in NA, go like 6 or 7 losses in a row on his stream before bouncing back with another 12 wins. So the second point I have for you is for the lower end of the ladder. I know my target audience on this channel and I know my viewer base, most of you guys play at Diamond and below. If you play at SR 3000 or below, there should be a Farah in literally every game. That has been the advice I've given everybody on my streams when they ask me how to get out of silver, how to get out of gold, how to get out of platinum, or bronze even. My advice is to play Farah. Also, make sure you have a Mercy on your team because she's pretty much a necessity at this point. But play Farah. The hit scans at lower elo really can't keep up with Farah's. So unless you feel like you're really bad at Farah, like you're just absolute garbage and you're not comfortable at all playing them, then okay, don't play them. But unless that's the case, play Farah in all of your games. So my third point is that you should be duoing with somebody that plays a different role than you. You guys know most of the gameplay on this channel, besides today's gameplay because it is solo queue, I'm usually duoing with a friend. And specifically, I love to play with Mercy mains and any healers, but specifically Mercy because of how essential she is in the meta right now. I love playing with healers. You'll rarely see me play with somebody that is only a DPS player. That is very rare, and I'm almost always solo or duo. Occasionally I will trio, but I won't trio as 2 DPS players. That is super rare. If you're going to duo, and if you're like me where you're DPS main, you should duo with either a tank main or a healer main. Or if you trio, play with somebody that plays tank and have the other person in your trio play healer so that you can play DPS. You have all 3 roles filled. That's how you should be doing this. But duoing is my favorite. I solo queue a lot as well. Trio is rare. I encourage you guys to find a duo queue partner that plays a different role than you and is good. So now we arrive at the fourth and last point. This one is important, and that is you have to be a proactive switcher. In this game, you have to be proactive if you want to win. There is no time for you to be dirtling around on a hero when you're not really doing well because the other team is especially countering you, or even if you're not getting countered but you feel like you're not playing well. Stop wasting your own time and everyone else's time on your team. So I'm just dropping hard truths here. Go ahead and switch it up. If you want to really increase your chances of winning these games, you have to be proactive. If you're playing Tracer and the other team ends up having a Zenyatta, Junkrat, and McCree, yeah, please get off Tracer. If you're playing Widow and you've been on her for more than a minute and you can't secure a kill, please get off Widow. This game is very much, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So make sure you are switching in your games. The more proactive you are, the more you'll see you start taking points faster. And I know I only gave examples of you switching because the other team counters you, but you should also be switching because you counter the other team. Switch to Winston when they're running Genji and Widow. Play heroes that shut them down. It will help you in your games tremendously. Be proactive and work with your teammates. That's all I have to say about climbing in Season 7. I hope you guys all have a great rest of the night. The next video is going to be really good. I hope you guys are ready for it. Take care, everybody. See ya. That's a PogChamp right there. That's a Mega PogChamp.